Yeah, so I'm an agnostic atheist myself, and I just
Okay.
wanted to understand the way you define agnostic atheism. I recollect you mentioning that something of the tune of uh, because you do not know whether a God exists, therefore you do
Hmm.
not believe.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
Yes.
Uh, I just want to understand how that logically follows. So for me, my agnosticism and atheism are sort of independent of each other. I do not believe that a God. I do not know whether a God exists, and since there is no evidence to claim that there exists one, I don't believe. I have a lack of belief in that claim.
Yeah. So
Uh, I,
that's
I,
how I think also.
no, but at least the impression I had was that in some way uh, your agnosticism was leading to the atheism because you say that because you do
No, no,
not
no,
know,
no, no, no,
therefore you do
no. It
not believe.
doesn't. The agnostic part is simply an adjective. It's not leading. It is describing the kind of atheist I am. I'm an atheist who does not
Yeah.
believe in God. The kind of atheist I am, the kind of where my atheism stems from, is a lack of evidence or lack of knowledge. That's it.
Yeah. So in that case, wouldn't the statement that because that I do not know, therefore I do not believe be incorrect?
Why would it? I do not believe is the position I have. When people ask me, why do you not believe? I say, because I don't know.
Yeah, but shouldn't the reason for your lack of belief be a lack of evidence rather than a lack of knowledge? A simple analogy that I have
Can
is
you
that
explain to me what the difference is?
uh,
If I
an
knew of
analogy.
evidence, if I knew of evidence, would that not count as would that not count as knowledge?
Yeah, I suppose it works the other way. The analogy I have in mind was that I don't know whether aliens exist, and there
Hmm.
are some theories, statistical models, which say that there might. There are others that say that it might not. I tend to be on the side that, given
So
that
aliens
there
are,
is, yeah,
I think aliens are a slightly different matter because uh, I do not know if aliens exist, but I know that it is at least possible for aliens to exist. Given our definition of aliens, which is life on a planet, we know that it is possible because we have life on this planet and there are many planets. So it is not impossible that life can exist on other planets the way it exists here. On God, I don't even know what kind of evidence might be, uh, permissible. Like, what is the definition of God? Everyone has a different definition. On aliens, at least to a certain degree, we agree, right?
right. I mean, we agree on the general philosophy that the idea of a god does not have any credible evidence, even that way. For some,
No,
like it's
before
just
even
that, yeah,
evidence come, like before
yeah,
even the question of evidence can be dealt with, we need a common definition
yeah.
of God, right? Like I'm happy. Like sometimes people come and they have a very clear definition: an intelligent being who created the universe and life in the universe, and then I can talk with them, right? But in most cases, just saying God is neither here nor there. It doesn't take me anywhere.
So if we were to take the definition you just mentioned,
Hmm.
an intelligent
The
being who created,
Okay,
would it would you still say that because you don't know uh, you don't believe?
I would say it is not possible to know. Because the
Okay,
conditions under which the universe came into being, how is it possible to know? It could have been anything. It could be any number of things. If we had, like, I talk about frames of reference, right? If we had seen 10 universes coming into being and we knew for a fact that even one of them had been created by an intelligent being, we would have at least, one of the possibilities in front of us. One of the distinct possibilities in front of us would be that our universe was created by an intelligent being. It's We don't know if it was, but it is possible because we have seen it happen once, right? But we
right.
don't know anything at all. So I don't even know what I'm defining a as a creation, as intelligence, as universe creating intelligence.
Right, now that you explain it, kind of makes sense. Not fully. I'll probably have to think about it a little more. But
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
absolutely.
I do think that just the general statement of uh, not knowing, therefore not believing, kind of is misleading until the clarification doesn't come through, because
Hmm.
it then opens
Which
up the
is why
possibility that, yeah, which
Yeah,
then opens up the possibility that
which is why I
yeah,
think, sorry, I'll just say it and then you say it your thing because we keep
yeah,
overlapping.
yeah,
Which is why I think talking is the most important thing. I cannot.
Yeah.
I freely admit that I cannot expect everyone to understand me perfectly when I say I'm an agnostic atheist. It's going to have to be someone comes to me, asks me what you mean, I say something, then they say their side, and then we negotiate and we reach some kind of common place.
Yeah, makes sense. I was just
Yeah.
going to say that in the absence of the context, then that statement leads to uh, the question that then is there anything that you can believe in without knowing fully whether that thing exists? And you did clarify that uh, with how you defined the alien example that they
Yeah.
are
So
slightly
yeah,
different.
it's
So
about
yeah,
frames of
yeah,
reference.
yeah,
If there is another claim in front of me, suppose it's a claim about there is a guy standing at the end of the street, holding a mashal, like a burning
yeah.
fire torch, right? I don't have a huge reason to not believe it if it
Disbelieve.
comes from a
Yeah,
credible enough source,
yeah,
because the street exists.
yeah,
The end of the street is a place I've seen
yeah,
before. I know people exist. I know it is
yeah,
possible to hold a mashal. So none of those things strike me as things that cannot be known. If I go to the end of the street, I'll probably find out if it's true or not. And maybe it is true and maybe it is not true. But I don't have a reason to say, I don't even know if it is possible to be true, because it is possible.
yeah.
So we
Makes
assign
sense.
levels of confidence to claims, and with the problem with the God claim is that I don't know where to start.
Yeah, yeah. I've never had to like think about it that deeply. It sort of just comes to me naturally that it doesn't
Okay,
make
okay,
sense. But yeah, yeah. I think that's it. Thank you.
cool. Thanks, Jay. Thank you. Good
Yeah.
conversation. Bye.